stacked deep here. Salmon up slowly. Sexton turning it in. So conservative here. Comes down to the last for the Dogs. Oh, Sexton. Burt through the hands. Kick out. Beautiful hands. Montoya. Yes, sir. Canterbury spread it on the last. And the returning Bulldog, Marcelo Montoya, is back in town with a try.
Yeah, what a luxury for Montoya as we look at the Harvey Norman replay onto that left-hand side. And outside, Viliami, Kickow and Bronson Cherry. It was a wild pass from Marnie out of dummy half. Had to reach for Sexton. Linked up quickly with his halves partner. And then that play that they love running down this left-hand side. Cherry running the lead line. Kickow with his skill, his catch and pass. Immaculate for a big man. This will show it beautifully. Reaching Sexton. Finds Burt.
Actually had more ball in the Westpac red zone than the Dragons. It doesn't feel that way, but a chance here. Burton away to Tracy. Oh yes, they've shot the Dragons to bits. And Blake Wilson scores in the corner. Beautifully worked move. And the Bulldogs retake the lead. 2 tackles left. Dragons grimly holding on. Here's the big fella. Kick out gets it on. Tracy for the line. And they side got there. He got a little bit of that on the grass. Bulldogs it again. Connor Tracy would not be denied.
Well, it goes back to the run from Preston. The change of angles causing Leilua all sorts of dramas on the far side of the field. And a couple of beautiful moments. This is the run from Preston. Good change of direction. And again, Damien Cook falling off the tackle. And the leg drive, the power through Flanagan. Almost got rid of Gutherson. And then out to the left-hand side again. Kick out. Beautiful work to keep the ball alive. Tracy's had some happy moments in the opening half. Kick out just too dangerous with that offload. He just kept fighting Tracy.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Hold on, Dan.
Now this angle helps him. Toby Couchman, an extraordinary effort. But that side-on angle, not as kind to Connor Tracy. Now there's probably a height between themselves and the Dragons with Hayes. Strong young fella. This forward for the Bulldogs. Man, line ball. Tupanua hits the hole and scores. That's Satili Tupanua at his best. And he deserves that tremendous this afternoon.
Yeah, no one deserves one more. What an impact he's had. Satili Tupanua, his 12th run, up towards 100 metres, but close to the line. Great ball from Marnie, and it's the ball playing of Kurt Mann. I said, I love the injection of him coming off the interchange bench through this middle part of the game. And a powerful and athletic line from Tupanua in between Jaden Sewer.
A little cumbersome. Tackle 4. 22-6 the Dogs. Oh, he's done it again. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Satili Tupanua. Oh, he's going to be a cult figure at Belmore, judging by the way he has started his Doggies career.
Boy, elevated straight into the side after having an injury over the pre-season and didn't get any pre-season trial form in, but such a talent. Headhunted by the Bulldogs Supremo, Phil Gould and Cameron Serraldo for moments like this. What a luxury for Sexton to have a ball running forward like Satili Tupanua just slice through the tackle there of Jack de Bellin.
In this set, now the last play, Sexton through Burton, quick hands, lovely ball, Montoya will get there. Tipped on by Kickow, finished by Marcelo Montoya. One chance, one try already for the home side Bulldogs.
Yeah, and you put it down to the charge down too from Reid Marnie to get the ball back straight away in the attacking zone. You're right, what about this left edge here? Kick out, the catch and pass, he's got so many options. 2 players generally come down to make the tackle, but sensational. Montoya scores the try. He's the one to come up with the big hit. Here's the charge down. That's great play by Reid Marnie. Puts himself in the picture. And the Bulldogs, this huge crowd, open the scoring. Kick out, so many options.
He tips it onto the fullback. They had a surplus of numbers on that right-hand side. Last tackle now. Goes out to Salmon, who shows it. He found some space and dummies his way in. The Bulldogs taking chances given to them, gifted to them by the Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah, just giving away too many mistakes coming off their own line. But gee, they had to scramble well there.
Quick shift. Kickout winding up again. Runs towards Campbell. Now Burton with another offload from Kickout. He sees some space. He's got support. Kickout for Burton and then Reed Marnie.
Oh, stop it. What about the footwork here from Burton? First the offload, the second phase play from the Bulldogs. But Burton, watch him skip out of the tackles. I love it when he does run the ball rather than sitting back to kick. Just on the back of it there with the offload from Kickout. What a game he's having. Just bursting into the line, the offload. You'll see it well here. Have a look at that. Straight in. Now the offload. Now watch the footwork here. And watch the way he skips out of the tackle. That's beautiful stuff. Marnie back on the inside, always hovering around the middle. And that is a brilliant Bulldogs try. Look at Kickout. You can see in front of him Campbell again, is it? Yeah, tries to make the tackle on kick.
No doubt about the contact.
Gee, the right defence for the Titans are getting bombarded. Just hanging on.
That's how close Josh Curran has gone. He thinks he scored, and he has. It was almost like somebody pressed pause on the video. It looked like he'd come up short, but in the end, as the Titans let him go, the ball was on the line.
Yeah, he knew exactly what was going on there, Curran. He knew he'd scored. As I was saying, just back-to-back penalties. Take the tap, a little bit of footwork. Shouldn't have scored from there. Look, they're just holding him up. He spins out, and as everyone gets off him, the ball's on the line there.
Of that opening 40. So man goes to 5/8. Kick here down to Kant Pereira, who juggles it. Hayes gives it to Preston. Preston scores. Normal transmission has resumed here at Belmore.
Yeah, just look how hard they chase to open up the second half. They would have talked about that half time. We've allowed them to score the last couple of tries. Got to get that first one of the second half. Preston scores. Again, look how hard they chase. They're on the 40. Up goes the big kick for the Harvey Norman replay. The drop ball, they fumble. The offload. And Preston too strong to score.
Well, he was so good finishing off the two tries. Back through man, then Sexton. Kick out, charging hard. Boy, he's been on a tear tonight. He'll play it for Marnie. Good stop by Cleese Haas. Here's Kurt Mann. One ball from dummy half. Straight back to the middle. And Mann keeps the party in full revs here tonight.
Gee, shouldn't have been able to score there, man. It was a long cut-out pass in the middle third of the field. Now, Mann's not the biggest or strongest bloke. They're under the pump on their goal line that time, the Titans. You're just going to see who tried to make the tackle here. It's a beautiful cut-out pass. They knew exactly what was going on.
Boy, put a red line under that statement. Here's Wilson now, away down the sideline. Thurmore can't get to him. Tracy backing up. Now you can celebrate. Listen to the noise. It's 11 on the volume meter here at Belmore tonight. 38 plays 24. Wilson swooped on the crumbs. Tracy backing up. And it's the Dogs' evening here at classic old Belmore.
Where they've been good. They've beaten them every time the ball's been on the ground. The Bulldogs have got it. Wilson scoops that football up. Beautiful take. Straight away on the ground. Look at that. Tries to kick. Look at Wilson. In a great position now. The offload. And he takes off. Great play there from Crichton. Good anticipation too. On the inside. Beautifully timed pass. They can't go with him. Tracy too quick. Improves his position.
Change of direction. And Josh Curran shot down by Hopgood. Then the ball plants. Hopgood wanted that to be an error, but the referee let it roll. Saluka for Fita is over! Right under the black dots. What a start by the Bulldogs.
Well, the game's been played down the middle of the field. Very conservative from both teams, and the Bulldogs, once they got an opportunity, they just kept turning it under. The first one was Curran. He went back towards the middle of the field and tackled low. by Jermaine Hopgood. Isuzu D-Max replay. And then Saluka Fafita. He does the same thing.
They go to Sexton. Hayward, through the hands they go. Sherry took on Lomax and breezed past him. Bronson Sherry makes a statement.
They're running the ball in the last play. Very difficult for the wingers to jam, to shut the play down. Combination, Lomax is on the wing. Semrami in the centres. Isuzu D-Max replay, bottom of screen. The centre gets a little bit tight here. You see Lomax backing off. But I've got to say, Sam Rami was too tight to his halfback. When you look on the high shot, you'll see just his spacing was poor. And with that, creates a 2-on-1 on the outside. I've got to say, poor defence. Just have a look how tight Sam Rami is to his halfback.
Man. Runners in motion. Tracy Wilson does it in that corner again against Parramatta. It's the King's birthday revisited.
Yeah, the left edge last week, Will Penasini, he made some poor decisions. Him and Josh Addo-Carr need to get on the same page. Isuzu D-Max replay. Watch the top of screen. Will Penasini will come in. Addo-Carr's hanging back. And that was too easy, really. On the back of that error coming out of trouble. This will show it. They've got to work together. Just gets caught up there, Will Penasini.
Brilliant finish. And Blake Wilson, who's their key men, started with Kurt Mann, all to Toby Sexton and Connor Tracy. He does everything.
All tackles, Canterbury. Marnie, left side. Hayward, flat pass. Preston, juggle! Hey, Preston! He's done a little magic trick. The ball bobbed up out of his hands. Now, as long as it didn't contact the shark, it's all good. That's the way referee Butler feels.
Bossy, this is brilliant from the Bulldogs. From the centre of the field, they've got this same shape both sides, so they're ready.
Like an arrowhead formation as Marnie in a dummy half. They do go left. Sexton, Hayward, Preston on to Sherry. Bulldogs score on the left. 2.5 out from half-time. They hit the lead. Folks, grab your place on the seesaw. I think this is how the match is going to go all night.
Well, a couple of times tonight, Jacob Preston's hands have been phenomenal. Like, you think of the conditions here in Sydney, it's been raining all day. Some of the catches for his first try, he had another one on a line break there that was down around his ankles at full speed. Watch this from Preston. Man's been superb. Finds Sexton. Like, just reaching for that behind him. Had to check his run and then get the pass to the former Shark, Bronson Cherry. Out on this left-hand side. This will show it perfectly. Great ball again from Marnie. Nice service from Mann.
Watch it again in the replay box as Canterbury attack with Tracy. Creighton, he's beaten his man, that's too soft. And there you go, it was Atkinson, the centre. Bulldogs success going left. Now at the part-time centre, they go straight there, and Creighton has his first try of the year.
What a move, Stephen Creighton. The footwork, the athleticism, the balance, he's just stood up. Dan Atkinson, who we know's come off that interchange bench as that versatile player, but boy, when you get isolated like this is all class. Out of the tackle of Mulatalo. Great work there from Stephen Creighton on the Harvey Norman replay. Marnie down the right-hand side. Tracy's been confident to start the second half. Look at this. Boom, boom, straight to the outside. Got to give him another crack.
78-game drought almost over there for King. Hayward, Sherry, the run hard at him. Got through Kennedy, he scores! Canterbury, they flex. How strong have they been? The Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs, Michael, are the real deal.
They are the real deal, and they've come here and they've ambushed the Cronulla Sharks, who defensively have been terrific for years. But the tenacity of Bronson Cherry changing direction, coming back on the inside. Beautiful pass from Marnie. Hayward's been superb with his variation. Kennedy went all out with the physicality, went after it, but he was no match for Bronson Cherry.
Hetherington and knocks him straight to the ground. There's a Jack special. Sexton kicks out towards the wing. The leap is there from Kiraz, who knocks it back for Curran, who trails through, picks up the scraps and dives in for the first try. Or does he? Or does he?
We have no try, so I have initially knocked backwards off the Bulldogs. We're just looking to see when the second player comes in, does he ground the ball or knock it on?
Well, he tried this tactic a couple of times in the first half. Karaz gets up and above Marju.
Just need to determine which way the 12-man team for the next 10 minutes as Preston rumbles forward. This crowd jumping on his back. They want to turn one try into two and do. It's Harry Hayes over for his first try of the season, and don't the Dogs love that? Part of Generation Next at Canterbury. Jack Todd it is, scores his first NRL try. Jack Todd, they're all over him and with good reason. The man from Dungowan, near Tamworth in Northern. At times in this game, the Knights' goal line defence has been heroic. Can they do it for one more tackle here? Marnie, here's Kurtman this time he's got his try. This time, game 200 is celebrated with a 4-pointer. The man from Winton in country Queensland, who has worked so hard and played so tough to grind out 200 NRL games, celebrates his milestone with the try.
Yeah, Reid Marnie has had a very impressive second half. Very influential with his decision-making, kicking early. Slow, 6 again.
Set restart. Curran with the footwork is over the try line. Josh Curran scores try number 1,000 for the Bulldogs at Accor Stadium.
Their forwards linking together. Nice tip-on play here by Jamin Salmon, who watched the movement on the pass before he gets the ball. By Josh Curran, Harvey Norman replay. There was the error. They cracked. Watch the left foot step. This will show it perfect. He'll go inside. Jai Arrow, left foot, bang, inside, and charges over. He's such an improved player. We had him on Freddie in the 8th, Freddie. He spoke about he's changed his diet.
Sexton, Walker up quickly in his face. The two number 7s go at it.
Great hustle, Cody Walker.
Keeping it in that central channel for King! Right under the black dots. And the Dogs feel like they're having a party already.
Well, you have a look where every play the ball was. It was pretty much in the same blade of grass. They went wide, they came back to the same spot, they came to the left, turned it back into the same spot, and then eventually Harvey Norman replay, they just had to crack. And Max King, he goes over.
For Crichton, puts the head down. Early ball for Karaz. Stands up, Tass. He's got support inside. They'll stroll over. Tuponua for the Bulldogs, who are dominating here on Good Friday.
They're attacking around the middle of the field. Here's an example of the footwork and the mobile light forward of Kurt Mann. Burton goes behind the ruck. The next play they get behind there again. Bit of footwork, Harvey Norman replay. Offload. The offload, they go wide straight away. Bit of unstructured defence. Crichton gives it to him early. Watch Karaz's work here. Beats, beautiful pass inside to Vanua. They are on fire, the Dogs. Yeah, Gal.
Watching the crowd. They sure are, Joey. They're running downhill at the moment. They are absolutely flying. They've taken all the gas.
Todd, just his 3rd game in first grade, able to break through for some close contact meters. Now Tracy, no look pass for Preston, drags over Cody Walker and gets the footy down.
Well, he must have let go Cody. He looked like he had a fair grab, as Jacob Preston has become a real try scorer for the Canterbury-Bankstown team. The start was so important for South Sydney. and their kick, they just couldn't get their kick away. And 4 tackles later in the Harvey Norman replay. Tracy goes to the line, puts one-on-one Preston on Cody Walker, and somehow...
A day where so much history has occurred. Sexton. And Duncan made an important tackle with Whiten from close range. Hayward's service provides the opportunity for Sherry to make it 30 for the Dogs.
They've done this play about 3 or 4 times in this second half down that left side. Playing the short ball to Bronson Sherry. He's dropped a couple, but this time just attrition. Harvey Norman replay. He just falls over.
Now Sexton passing just before the line. No way through this Broncos defence so far for the Bulldogs. Now Burton, kick out, lovely ball, and they're in. Marcelo Montoya scores the opening try of the second half, and importantly for Canterbury, their first try of the match.
Well, last time he was tackled, Katoni Staggs made a try saver on him. They made some space down the left-hand side on the Harvey Norman replay. They've been coming at this side, aiming their attack at Adam Reynolds. Since he went down with his shoulder, Kickouts ran at him about 10 times. Reynolds hasn't missed him once, but this time that's better.
And here's the contest. Carraz gets a catch on it inside, and there's a try. The Bulldogs have got another one. Their second try of the half through Preston.
Just have a look at contact here. Okay, we've got Steve. We've got to try. Look at contact after the pass on Jacob Carraz.
This has been what the Bulldogs have been trying to build for the last 18 months.
After the
just playing this pressure game where they just advance up the field on the Harvey Norman replay to put themselves in situations where they can compete for bombs. Carraz does a brilliant job out-leaping Jesse Arthurs, and the support comes from the inside.
We'll play it 5 away from the line. Now Sexton, Hayward, kick out calling for it. He gets it, gets a pass away, and the Bulldogs have got their third. Bronson Xerri with the try.
Good hit.
Third try for Canterbury this half. They lead the half 16-0 with a kick to come.
Well, it was brilliant ball work, movement from side to side, but the pass from kick out, watch him get the ball.
Maybe very quickly declared a Category 1. Marnie back to Sexton, the bomb across field. They're ready for it. Pereira goes up. Canterbury get the leap. And they have the first try. And this is one of those blokes who's had a run of tries against the Titans. Jacob Kiraz, one of the most popular members of the Canterbury side, scores here at Magic Round.
Yeah, with a break in play, there was only ever going to be one option for Toby Sexton on the last tackle. It was going to be the kick, and it's his 5th try assist for the season. Toby Sexton puts it on the spot, gives the advantage to Carraz to come over the top one-on-one, and it's a good put down. Catches, twists in the air, and gets a pull down for the Dogs.
Harvey Norman replay, leap. It was a fair contest between the two of them. Westpac red zone, the 20-metre zone of the Titans. Last play it is. They look a little short on this side as Sexton got it to Preston. Ball! Jacob Preston to Connor Tracy. What a good player Jacob Preston is. And his fullback, Connor Tracy, was presented with a try on a platter.
Kick out on the left, Preston on the right. It's a halfback's dream when you've got the ability to go either side of the field. This time it was the last play. They went to run it. The Titans defence came up past the football, and it just allowed Toby Sexton and Preston to connect on a little outside shoulder, and that is a very good offload from Preston to get the ball into Connor Tracy. As he's tackled, fall into the ground, rotates the pass. Very good work from Preston here to set up the try for Connor Tracy.
Marnie looks up to the right, feeds it for Sexton, on for Tracy, on for Crichton, passes for Carraz. Crichton held it, and Canterbury have got their third.
The Dogs have been way more direct the way they've played the ball to start this second half, they've been eating up the meters, getting a lot of possession down this other end of the field. And this is very good to watch from Stephen Crichton. Watch the delayed pass, the fake kick, the engagement of Khan Pereira just ever so slightly to get the pass off to Carraz. This is a centre at the peak of his powers, just telling lies with the ball and setting up Jacob Carraz for the first try of this second half.
For a moment there you thought he was going to move. Oh, hang on, is he going to go grub it at the in goal? Crichton, they were running out of space. Carraz has let's tackle play. It'll be Sexton kicking this time. And that bomb is out Pereira's way. Carraz has got it, uncontested. Pass it to Preston. I think the Titans clocked off there. That seemed all a little too easy from a kick. Sure, you let the opposition catch it, but you've got to smash him. You've got to smash him the moment he gets it.
Yeah, Carraz catches this, and there's quite good deception from Stephen Crichton, who runs around the back. He throws a dummy. Khan Pereira falls for it. This is the kick here from Sexton. He's been going to his man Carraz all game so far. Watch the dummy with Stephen Crichton. Gets the space. That creates the offload, and Preston scores.
But normally the defender is close to the Titans. One, here's Tracy on to Crichton. A skip in front of Kelly. He's absolutely burned him, and he sets up a hat-trick for Carraz. Crichton is at his very, very best.
That is very good to watch from Stephen Crichton. They opened up the field, shifted to the right side, and just gave Stephen Crichton one-on-one with Brian Kelly. Watch the move, watch the footwork here. He gets the ball. Good work here from Tracy. The skip, the jump, the fend and the dummy with the flick pass, and then the no-looker back to Carraz. I'll tell you what, he set up 2 tries for Carraz in this second half. And this is a good angle. The no-look pass, the flick, dummy pass, and then sets up Carraz.
Marnie and Hayward, and they'll go through the centre. Tracy to Marnie. That is picking apart a defence. Wonderfully done by Canterbury. Look, it hasn't been their perfect performance, far from it, but you'll like to watch the replay of this.
Yeah, nice quick play the ball through the middle. And what happened off the back of that, they just overload Prinzell back through the middle. Great heads-up play there from Hayward to find the fullback into Marnie, but the play the ball speed from Saluka Fafita was the thing that caused the chaos and disjointed markers of the Gold Coast Titans. And great play there from Hayward, just to know that the space was back inside. Followed up there.
Burton goes long. Sexton keeps it going. Hayward along the line. Tracy keeps it going. Crichton winds up. Crichton for the line. Crichton is in. And that's just what the doctor ordered for the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs. They needed to score first, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and they've done it through their inspirational lead-up. Stephen Crichton one-on-one with Sebastian Chris. Ball out like a basketball in the right hand. The long shift from the left touchline. Sexton, Hayward, Tracy, there it is. Just getting him on the outside. Crichton, look at that, holding it like a basketball. Absolutely brilliant from the Bulldogs captain. Locks it into the right hand, just waving it around. Incredible control of the footy. And their captain, Crichton, gets them on the board. You're right, Dan. Gee, they needed that. And they go from almost conceding a try down the other end of the field to getting themselves on the board and closing the gap. Big fend there, the left-hand fend on.
Hayward to Sexton. Tracy on the angle. Crichton again. Crichton is through. Crichton has got 7 on the inside. Gives it to 7. And Canterbury are roaring back. And the Dogs are barking. And Stephen Crichton is lifting this team. He's got him on his shoulders.
Boy, what about the work here of Crichton linking up on the inside with Sam? It all started down the other end of the field with Viliami, Kickow and Burton. Bit of ball movement out to their left-hand side. They got themselves downfield. Hayward's made a difference. There's no doubt Hayward has made a huge difference. And the work from Tracy, just getting across the field, bringing Crichton back underneath, testing the forwards to fill the space defensively, putting pressure on the Raiders' defensive line, and he just changed direction in the last minute there.
All the points have been scored at this northern end. Last. Now kick out on to Montoya. It's all Canterbury. Montoya is over. 3 tries in 11 minutes. An irresistible comeback. And they have almost reeled in a 20-point deficit.
They are using their weapons. Unbelievable. The Bulldogs, it's been all Crichton. And now they venture to their left-hand side. And who do they go to? Big Viliami kick out. Look at this. Kick out, ball playing. Look at 5'8". Loving every moment. Look at this. Look at the energy in the Bulldogs. Great ball from Marnie. Haywood's been terrific. Links up with Burton deep into the line. It was a charging run which consumed the defence of Timoko and Fogarty. That unlocked Viliami, Kikau and Montoya. The class.
Smithies holds on, 10 metres out. Comes to Sexton. Inside pass. They've done it! They've done it! They've reeled in 20 points and they've done it in under 18 minutes. Extraordinary. And a kick from close range to take the lead. And it's now perennial try scorer Max King.
Under pressure, down 20 points to 0. They've gone to their elite centres. First it was Crichton doing the damage. This time Cherry just one-on-one with Timoko. The big right fend into the face, then downfield. Reeled in by Savage. And from that moment, it was a disjointed Raiders defensive line. Sexton picked it off beautifully. Catches the ball from Marnie. Goes direct and finds King back on the inside.
Inside the 10, the Dogs. Big play now, last. Haywood on the left. Haywood to Burton. Shapes the kick, throws the kick out. It's on! It's Kikau! It's another for Canterbury! And now it's Viliami Kikau imposing himself on this game. Crichton on the right, Kikau on the left, and the Bulldogs dominating all over.
Gee, I love this from Canterbury. When something works, don't go away for it. Don't tick it off and think, oh, well, that one's done. Stay at it and stay at it and stay at it. Kick out on the last play. Just watch the feint to kick there from Matty Burton. That all of a sudden just congested the space again around Timoko and Fogarty. The ball from Marnie, superb. So too, it's exactly the same sequence. Marnie, beautiful ball. Found Haywood. Finds Burton. Charging line on the inside there from Cherry. And there's kick out now.
Marnie, back to Haywood. Haywood to Sexton. On to Tracy. Quick hands Crichton. Delightful pass Kiraz. Kiraz away. Kiraz is over. Kiraz scores. This time Crichton does it with his hands. Kiraz has been sensational himself in the second half. Oh, this has been one of the great comebacks we have ever seen.
Jacob Kiraz, boy, how important is he to this Bulldogs side? This is miraculous how he stays in the field of play. The catch and pass out on the right edge was beautiful. Look at the work there from Marnie. Look at the skill from Tracy Crichton. My gosh, hasn't he had a second half, Crichton? And just the bump, twist, squirm, the put down from Jacob Kiraz. And he gets reward for the work that he's done down the other end of the field. He's been so hard to handle in this second half.
Kiraz at the moment, he's got spiders all over.
Haywood weaving through, straight to the centre. Kickout's there. He's going to pull through and score the try. Here comes Canterbury.
Yeah, well, this is the advantage of having small forwards. Good footwork in and around tired big men. Just watch Bailey Haywood here. He gets the ball square on Lindsay Collins. Harvey Norman replay. Inside, outside. Good footwork. Quick men. That's what the Dogs needed. That was a play.
Watching Bailey Haywood in lower grades for a couple of years. And I actually bumped into Johnny Lewis, the great boxing trainer, and he knows Bailey well. Can you watch him? I've just been watching him. He's a competitor. He's tough.
Spots on the line in the Dolphins team to compete at the World Champs in Singapore. It is all exclusive live and 3 on 9 and 9 now. The Bulldogs
just have a listen to this crowd. That's a moment. That's a moment right there. We'll have a 2-point ball game in a second. Toby Sexton, he picks it.
If they can seal this set of 6. Reed Marnie. Kurt Mann, Matt Burton, Bronson Sherry. Oh, Radley didn't have a go at him. Sherry's gone straight through there. That slides over to score.
Yeah, great play. I love this play. Look to go wide. The key is they pass the ball back to Sherry and they give him time to skip back. They'll actually pass it back 2 or 3 metres and he comes back with his speed. Harvey Norman replay. When he hit this ball, everyone was on their feet. Everyone's been waiting, and then they come wide.
The fans haven't let up. Burton back on the angle.
He's in.
Threw it over for his first try of the year, and what a time to do it.
He's in. Matt Burton. Well, he's been passing all game. Now he's turned himself into a runner. Boy, didn't he look dangerous coming back through the middle of the field. Very similar to the way Bronson Sherry scored a try moments earlier. Harvey Norman replay. Just watch what he charges onto this ball. Again, those spaces where James Tedesco comes from.
Burton, he's going to bang it high and wide. He's got Bronson Sherry coming through. They've got up for it and lost it, and the Bulldogs have got it back, and it's Leapoy Hobboy. That'll be his first try in the NRL.
No, well, Todd Smith's going up no try.
You have no try. You have the first knock-on from the Dolphins, then just make sure there's not another knock-on from the
7 minutes. Might be headed for a 70 or 80 seconds.
Oh, intercept! Canterbury away! Burton! The Fox is coming from left field, but Burton slides over for Canterbury. The crowd erupts at a core stadium. You couldn't script it any better. Nothing but blue and white around the core right now.
It's Riley Smith with a trick shot off the midfield scrum. Everyone looking like they're going to the left. They swing back to the short side, and Matt Burton, defending halfback, doesn't hesitate and goes for the intercept and runs the 60 metres for the first try this afternoon. The Eels thought they had the advantage, going to the short side. Matt Burton just plucked it out of the air.
Well, that is great anticipation from Matt Burton. He read what was happening and just pounced.
Very solid numbers. 8th hit up for the day. He's had 12 tackles as well. Every bit an Origin player. Stat, short side, and Montoya away for Canterbury. What a raid from the Bulldogs to find a passage to the try line.
Yeah, put that down to Matty Burton, who swept from the right side of the field. He was in close to the ruck, but changed very late to get down that left short side and create the opportunity. There he is, Burton, came from behind the ruck, throws the ball across kick out to Bronson Sherry, and then the quick hands from Sherry to an unmarked Marcelo Montoya. Burton, brilliant, along with Sherry. Great play, but Burton switching from the right down to that left-hand short side. Beautiful ball. The fact that kick out was...
Marnie won't be back. Galvin for Burton, and Tracy almost slices it through. He held up Moses, got it back to Kickow. Tracy in game 100 has set up a lovely try for Kickow. Big Viliami over, but the work of the Canterbury fullback was quite brilliant.
Yeah, Connor Tracy, who's celebrating his 100th first grade NRL first grade game, did a great job just to hold off Mitch Moses long enough. Good wide flat pass there from Galvin out to Burton. Quick hands, and there just held Moses off long enough so he could stay upright and get a pass back on the inside to Viliami kick out. Good try, Dogs. Sustained pressure. They had to crack at some stage, Parramatta. They just have done too much defending at this end of the field. Throws the dummy, takes Penasini out of play. And the strength.
They absolutely love him. Man with, oh, what a move! Kurt Mann is the man! And offloads! Harry Hayes on his way! three-pointer, and the court erupts again.
I don't think Mitch Moses has done more kicking from inside his 30 this year. And the Dogs are on the attack and over halfway very early in the tackle count. Kurt Mann, a lovely dummy on the inside to open up the defence. He had support in Harry Hayes. It'll look great front on. Just watch the ability, the ball, the deception and the footwork to beat. Boy, he's opposite.
Unload for Tracy. Back in for Kiraz. He's done everything but score a try today, Kiraz. Yet another offload. On to Curran. Bulldogs for Galvin! Galvin scores in the blue and white of Canterbury. And 50,000 Bulldog fans go up like they're cheering for a Mortimer or a Hughes. They love him. They love his handle.
It has erupted here at Accor Stadium with Lockie Galvin scoring on debut for the Bulldogs. Pushing up through the middle of the field in support after Jacob Kiraz got another offload away. What an incredible game Kiraz has had. Lockie Galvin.
And Sexton feigned a kick, going through the hands. Kiraz back to Sexton. Inspired stuff from the Doggies, running it on the last, and it's the halfback who scores.
Beautiful play, because this was option C. He was thinking kick, and then he had to look up to run himself, and then the last minute, he looked inside and found Kiraz. Hasn't he improved as a player, Kiraz, the last couple of years? Isuzu MUX replay coming up. Here it is. Last play, thinking run, and the last minute finds Kiraz, and then Kiraz back to Toby Sexton. Nice play, the Bulldogs. Nice play.
Yeah, just on the last play there, he noticed. You just see there Humphreys in the number 7 jersey. He starts backing away. So it's all good.
To Curran, given the all clear, and there's real depth on the left, and I'll go that way quickly. Galvin cuts one out. Montoya! And the Bulldogs get the first 2 tries. What a lightning shift that was.
Yeah, it was lovely hands, wasn't it, Speedy? Out to their left-hand side. Joey mentioned it earlier in the game. The crispness of the passing by the Bulldogs this afternoon. Isuzu MUX replay. Well, there's the lazy pass from dummy half. Pretty ordinary one coming out of trouble. It was only on play 2. And just look at that. Just lovely line of players. All on the move. Passes out in front. Good finish there in the corner by Montoya. But it was the work in the lead-up in the previous couple of tackles. They turned the ball back.
You have to get back quickly. Skazy.
Kiraz keeps it alive for Wilson on the outside. Support inside. Oh, the Bulldogs. They are clicking early here. Tracy has their 3rd.
Well, they're on fire. The Doggies. Look at their fans. They're loving every bit of this as well. 16 points already. Kick to come. Toby Sexton should make that 18. Another lovely play, Isuzu MUX replay. Again, just through the hands. This time there's a bit of formation, a little block play, but it's just the fullback, centre, winger. They just combine. They run to space. They get themselves in great position. And there you go, Connor Tracy backing up on the inside.
Well, it was off the offload. Kick out offload. They got the ball to the centre. Bowie Hayward made a little ding. And from there, they got organised and put their play on from unstructured play. They went left, kick out offloaded, got to the middle, and then they fell into their structure. You talk about that systems footy. So they got
Turpin at first receiver. Kick out with some footwork. Galvin, early ball. Sherry and Montoya has just enough room to punish South Sydney.
Well, the size of kick out, Billy Army kick out. Just wide of the ruck, gets into the line. He's so big he attracts defenders. And that error from Jack Whiten and then Isuzu MUX replay. He'll go into the line, attract defenders. Beautiful pass on the outside, catch pass. Beautiful hands. And then Montoya, he gets over in the corner.
Yeah, good wide pass from the dummy half. He cuts out a couple of defenders. As you said, Joey, kick out. His ability to move as well. The size of him, he attracts defenders, but just watch how he moves there. Off the right foot, veers across, just attracts the centre just slightly.
3 against his old master, Cameron Ciraldo, Ivan Cleary. Great hands, Marnie, away to press. Preston. They've split them through the middle of the field. It's a try to Jacob Preston. It's his 6th of the year. Canterbury strike first with the opening try.
Well, I remember watching the Melbourne Storm doing little trick shots like this around the ruck. Dummy half gets out, makes the marker bite. First receiver gets over the advantage line. Harvey Norman replay. Marker bites, goes in, plays inside the first defender, tests the honesty of the second marker.
I was talking to Jacob Preston. He said, you're just nervous he's going to throw you the ball. You see, you have to be on all the time.
Galvin to Tracy. They've got them stripped here. Marcelo Montoya spears over, and the Bulldogs have got the first one.
We were just talking about that player. Lachlan Galvin was a simple scrum play, but just watch him go to the line. He has everyone guessing he's got the ball in 2 hands. And the Harvey Norman replay, you don't know when he's going to pass it. He has that little stall right before release. And Connor Tracy does a great job with the 2-on-1. Gives it nice and early. Montoya ducks. That's a great finish. It was a great play. Lachlan Galvin just gets them all guessing.
He'll come charging back towards the middle of the ground. He was ankle tapped by Ezra. He got a pass away. Kickout and Burton. He dinks in over the top. It's a gorgeous kick. And Canterbury have lost it. And Burton.
He scored!
Get out of town!
No way. Well, they went all around the world and they came back to where they came from. They went right, they went backwards 30 metres. Harvey Norman replay. Montoya gets down over the top.
That's
kick
hilarious.
Out. And then Burton, beautiful kick to the corner. And chases. And yeah, this, how's his hips? Is his hips still in?
He's in. He's in. I'm thinking when he kicked it, though, was an Ari Tuwali in front of him.
I love this pass here.
Yeah, look how many Bulldogs there were. He just spotted the space. He just didn't think, all instinct.
Someone tried to hit it over the sideline.
Galvin with as much time as he likes. It's a shallow kick, so it's contestable here. Curran racing through. They balked him at the back. Sexton chasing. A ball comes back. Kickout's got it and he dives over.
Well, someone's got to catch the ball. This isn't under 10s. It's the pinnacle of the game. The ball goes up. It's someone's job to catch the ball. Everyone looked at each other. The back three for the Broncos.
15 metres out. Marnie to Hayward. Hayward now to Sexton. Up came Nene. Get him. Burton. Right side. Kick. And getting through. Preston. That was too easy. Burton decided to kick rather than pass. And the bounce up was like it was a magnet brought into the body of Jacob Preston.
Yeah, a couple of nice moments from the Bulldogs halves. Both Sexton, he just pushing off Hayward a couple of times around the ruck, but Matt Burton getting off his left edge and just roaming around. There's Nene, a miss on Sexton, and there's Burton, who'd carried the ball on the previous play, venturing infield. And a beautiful little touch, soft touch, just in behind the defensive line of the Cowboys.
30 seconds on the clock. Are they thinking extra points? Hayward, Burton, they're not at the moment. Tracy, on to Tuala. He's got Rinakama there. He may have given him a little head start, but Rinakama, first game in first grade. I don't want to take away from his moment. Jethro Rinakama becomes a try scorer in the NRL. So I'll say it quietly, the last pass has me worried.
Yes, well, close your eyes on the replay if you're a Cowboys fan, but Jethro Rinakama, boy, has he earned this, the debutant. Playing in an under-19s game only a couple of weeks ago, he's now scoring his first NRL try. Burton, Hayward linking up, did a beautiful job on that left-hand side. And it's Tuala who just tries to hold Drinkwater, and the pass definitely floats forward.
Marnie, open side for Salmon. Now Galvin. Galvin on to Tracy. A 3-on-2. Crichton on. Kiraz over. Kiraz contorts his way over and gets it down. And the Bulldogs are in for the first try. So Canterbury absorb a little early and then punish the Dragons at the other end.
Yeah, out that right side with Stephen Crichton giving the Dogs, well, he had a little bit of time to play, didn't he, Crichton there? He got an early ball. Galvin didn't overplay his hand. Neither did Connor Tracy, and then there was a decision there to be made by the Dragons' defence. Jacob Carraz does a marvellous job to stay inside the in-goal area and not put a foot out just on the outside of Finau. And oh boy,
he's done it.
Oh, how
he's done it.
Well did he do?
Miraculous, Carraz. 5th try of the year, and he's done it.
He went
by
deep.
millimetres. Oh, Crichton away. Crichton slips through. Preston on the outside. Galvin on the inside. And with a number 7 on his back, that famous Bulldogs number, Galvin plunges over in the corner. And just like that, Canterbury take it up a notch. And Lachlan Galvin, he scored on debut here on the King's birthday. And he scores the first time he's the Bulldogs half.
You know, just as they were getting into that grind of set for set, the Bulldogs out of nowhere through Stephen Crichton. It was a long-range effort for the Dragons try, and then Crichton from 60 metres, just the footwork, beats Corey Allen, who's filling in at left centre with no Val Holmes, and that was enough for Crichton to get him behind the defensive line. Lockie Galvin pushing forward through the pass and just pushed up in the middle. King Tongi are also missing that tackle. A look of anguish on his face, and rightly so, as Galvin scores a try to put the Dogs in front, but the footwork and the strength of Crichton just brushes away from King Tongia after those big legs sidestepping.
Canterbury here. Go down the middle, Marnie is over. Marnie is over. He used Tupanua as a decoy, and the Dragons couldn't hold on any longer. And Reid Marnie, in his final year at the Dogs, gets a try under the sticks.
Well, set restart after set restart, and the Dogs with plenty of possession down this end of the field. The kick out on the full from Kyle Flanagan certainly piled it on, but Reid Marnie, who has been fantastic since the Dogs said, we don't want you next year, he's been one of their best players. Goes to the line, gets out of dummy half, takes Tupanua with him, who has been a threat. Tupanua has been, I know he's missed a lot of footy and hasn't had a game.
Now it's Hayward on to Salmon. Here's Galvin on the left. Galvin's pass. Rinakama! Yes! Rinakama is over! You wouldn't believe it. The kid in number 7. He comes up with the biggest play in the game. And it's Jethro Rinakama, who is over the Fijian in his second game. Looks like he's won the game. But Lockie Galvin, come at the moment, come at the man.
An enormous amount of pressure on Lockie Galvin. Cameron Ciraldo said through the week that they'd made the change, they'd made the switch, putting Galvin in at 7 because they needed something different in attack. Well, the pressure was on and they had to come up with points. Tyrell Sloan out of the line. Almost makes Lockie Galvin's mind up for him, gives himself a...
Burton gives it some height. Saab's turn this time, pops it up. Chance, oh, the front rower pounces, and Hughes scores the opening try. The mistake was oh so costly.
Well, Sam Hughes gets the try. But this is the pressure of Viliami Kikau and his kick chases. There's an uncontested catch for Saab, but he knew Kikau would be there somewhere. Isuzu MUX replay. They should have taken this one, Saab. And Sam Hughes, well, he's the beneficiary of keeping his...
Good signs from Galvin.
Still 2 more plays left. And they extend their lead here. Oh, how slick is that? Incredible hands. And Carraz goes underneath to finish it all off. That was just incredible sleight of hand.
And Billy Slater spoke about Galvin getting his hands on the ball. 2-3 plays in a row, but watch how straight he plays here. Isuzu MUX replay goes to the line pretty much. Sorry,
Family scrambling on their left-hand side. That's where the Bulldogs go. Oh, the hands of Crichton. He is a marvel. And Perez runs onto it. That execution. is eye-catching.
Yeah, only 5.5 minutes into the second half, but fatigue's already set in. And Matt Burton, he found it through his left boot. Just watch Sipley through the middle of the field. And he stops tying in. Just see Sipley there. Isuzu MUX replay. There's that big gap and he finds it, Burton. That created the space. As soon as you get these line breaks, you get a quick play the ball. Move the ball quick. Goes to Galvin, the go-to man. Tracy, Crichton, he gets the quick hands to Carraz. Beautiful right foot step. And the Bulldogs, they strike again.
That's a sign of a really well-coached team.
Kick out at speed, gets around DCE and gets 6 more. Touched by Manly in flight, so Sherry doesn't need to push the pass. He'll score anyway. Back from a broken nose with a meat pie.
Viliami kick out. The big left foot step on Daly Cherry Evans. He gets through that gap and gets an offload. Corey Waddell gets a hand to it. At ad-lib footy.
Galvin gets a second phase going quickly on. And now Sherry. Still Bronson Sherry. How about a second half double for the bloke who looked out of the game with his nose splattered across his face? It's some comeback. It's Lazarus-like.
Yeah, the key to offloads is get it to the key man and shift the ball. And you watch the Bulldogs offload in the middle of the field. And Galvin, and he gets it to Burton. Isuzu MUX replay, short pass to King. Max King gets it back to his halfback, straight to Burton, fire it to the speed men, and it's 1-on-1. He does well here, Sherry. That's a try. Outside of State of Origin centre. Big matchup, that one. Bronson Sherry, he's come out on top late in this game.
What's the key? Offload the ball. Offload the ball, move the ball off the offload, and you get unstructured defence. These guys get in systems at 15, 16.
Lodge goes easy that time. There's the third man in. Burton. This time the outside men have worked it out. And Tuala, untouched. Look at this joint. They've come in great numbers, the blue and white brigade. It's Doggies time at Allianz.
Yeah, Viliami kick out. He's got great variation to his game. Obviously, his greatest strength is running the football. He's a big man, powerful, but he's got great touch. We saw in the first half a little kick. Isuzu MUX replay. This time it's a pass. He feels the pressure from Saab. He just catches and passes in the one motion. That's delicate hands by big Viliami.
Might have just overrun him. Burton. Intended for Crichton. It's off hands. It's there for the Dogs. Oh, here's a go. Try scoring double, is it? Sam Hughes grabs 2, and it's going to be a record-winning margin for the Bulldogs against Manly.
And look who's there to pass. Connor Tracy. Ball goes up. They all compete. The Cherry Bulldogs jerseys are in the frame. Isuzu MUX replay. Ball goes up. They're all chasing, all moving their legs. Gets knocked back. Connor Tracy gets the ball here. He gets the ball. Great tackle from Kohler. And then the offload. Sammy Hughes, he gets down. I don't think when you put his head on the pillow last night, he was thinking he was going to score 2 tries today.
Well, first try, last try. He got the first one in the exact same fashion because he chased the kick. He didn't think he was going to get it. But again, that's the standard of the Bulldogs. They get on their bike, they put themselves in position. Max King's down there. And Sam Hughes, he keeps his feet moving, then puts himself in a position.
Tigers continue to hang on. It's man for Crichton. Little in and away, and he puts it on the chest of Jacob Preston. Eventually they had to get there. Crichton reacts. It was a lovely ball. Little shimmy there, and he runs such a nice line, doesn't he? Jacob Preston.
Stephen Crichton, you're a star. Normally in the right centre position, playing fullback. The threat of him running the football just gets Jerome Luai caught up. And then the disguise and deception of this pass, the no-look just slightly out the back. And Jacob Preston powers onto this ball inside Taylor May. in a very important...
Haywood comes out to Hayes, then Mann. Galvin once again links up with Crichton. 3 on 2. They've got the extra man. Carraz doesn't need him. He scores, and again it's Crichton causing the Tigers havoc on that right edge. They looked at a decoy runner. Suddenly it was 3 on 2, and Carraz scores to give the Bulldogs enormous hope.
Yeah, the threat of Jacob Preston on the inside shoulder of Jerome Luai and the Harvey Norman replay makes this play. The time and intent of Preston running arrow straight inside Luai gives the space to Stephen Crichton, who's been brilliant attacking in the fullback position.
Curran charged out here in game number 100. Toes it forward. A consolation prize for the milestone man. He got a hand on it. Did he put it down cleanly? The referee doesn't think so.
I'm going to think Adam Dewey's got there. Adam Dewey is claiming this. As the referee goes to the bunker, it looked as though Curran was going to get there. Dewey has done a lot of good things today. This just might be the best.
At this point.
His right arm.
And 2 tackles left in this set. They're 8 away. It's with Kickow. Nice footwork. He'll get to the line. Viliami Kickow slides over and scores the opening try.
Yeah, persistence pays off. And the Bulldogs have been patient with their footy. Viliami Kickow. Just watch the movement on the pass here. Big left foot step. So Semi could play the ball close to the line. Harvey Norman replay, just bang off that left foot. Murata Niakorte he gets and just slides over.
Galvin. Haywood plays in motion for Kurt Mann. Now Matt Burton. Burton to Xerri. Xerri to Rinakama. Jethro with the dive. And Rinakama gets the Bulldogs second.
Yeah, there was some poor defence here from the Warriors because they look like they're in total control. The Bulldogs are quite slick considering the conditions. And the replay goes out from Haywood. Kurt Mann playing that middle link role. You just see the centre from the Warriors just jam in. Bronson Xerri ends up a 2-on-1. Harvey Norman replay. Nice technique. Dives early, allows the slide and the conditions to take him over the line.
Yeah, great presence of mind just to get low.
Another set restart. Haywood goes to Mann. Mann to Galvin. Galvin, Crichton. Crichton out wide. Lovely pass to Ala. Oh, it's brilliant from the Bulldogs.
The Crichton pass was special. He just holds the ball up enough just to draw in the attention of Tuivasa Sheck. Here we go, once again, sideline to sideline. Kurt Mann playing his part in the middle. Lockie Galvin, watch Crichton just hold it. And then just teases Tuivasa Sheck to put his left hand out. Great play.
Yeah, and Kurt Capel, he does a great job in the centres usually. He needed a jam on this play. The deeper Lockie Galvin goes into the line, he's got a jam on that play. Giving Stephen Crichton that time, running time, passing time. And Stephen Crichton, he's playing that ball-playing role on the left.
Here's Crichton showing it. Now running, Stephen Crichton. What a game he's having. What a leader he is. Stephen Crichton gets the Bulldogs first in the second half.
Yeah, a couple of big plays down the other end of the field, both defensively and under the high ball, and then he steps up. Doesn't matter what number is on his back, doesn't matter what position he's playing, just get the ball to your best players. Look what Stephen Crichton can do. Harvey Norman replay. A couple of players go underneath him, just power. Big fend, look at the big strides on him. The Bulldogs have done all the defending in the start of this second.
Marnie to King. King to Haywood. This is nice. Galvin, good hands. Carraz to Tuala. Tuala gets his second. Beautiful football from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Nari Tuala, he had a bit of work to do here. Great work to finish off this movement, but it was the pass by Lockie Galvin, and this comes so natural to him. Just watch him here, straightens the attack, and whooshka. Beautiful cutout pass, cuts out his strike. Well, he's playing fullback now, Stephen Crichton, and goes straight to Karaz, and then Tuala, like I said, they did a great job to finish off that movement. There it is there. Look at that on the inside foot and everything. Enough power. Gets the ball to Karaz. Good catch and pass for Karaz.
Straightens off the right foot and he's tackled right underneath the sticks at the northern end of Allianz. Galvin for Crichton. Crichton cuts out Tracy. He goes to Nari Tuala, who goes over to get the first try.
Yeah, great little switch up here. Stephen Crichton jumps into the fullback position, and he has the number 1 outside him in front of Tracy. Well, we know who the man is. Lachlan Galvin got the ball 3 plays in a row. Harvey Norman replay, plays nice and straight, and you just see the switch.
Burton trying to race away. I don't know if he'll have the speed. He gets to the 30, the 20, the 10. He's over! There might be life in the Bulldogs courtesy of that intercept effort.
Well, points equal energy, and that just might be what the Bulldogs need. Great defensive play. He's a smart player, Matt Burton, and showed plenty of speed. And former centre, Harvey Norman replay. They go to the line. Savala, he passes the ball, and then Burton, he just gets in the passing lane, reads it incredibly well. Wangani Tawazi, he couldn't catch him. Matt Burton, he scores the second try for the Bulldogs this evening.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't get caught because the next Bulldog player...
Pappenhausen on the much bigger Jacob Preston. Now that's 3 consecutive 6 mauls. Was there a warning on the run there from Adam G? Meanwhile, they try the Burrow play and he might have got there. Bailey Haywood, I think it's his first try of the year. It is, they're on the board.
It was a bit of argy-bargy in the middle. I think Harry Grant at marker. He may have gone to sleep here, Harry.
Yeah, it all started with the Kurt man pass to Satili Tupanua. Harvey Norman replay. There it is there. That was a perler. That created the ruck speed. Melbourne Storm was scrambling, but with that scramble, there was a charge down, a couple of...
He's on the ground and he makes the tackle along with the skipper. Play 5. Burton through the hands. Montoya stepping back in field. One-handed kick out, crushes over. They found a way.
Well, that's a brilliant offload. Marcelo Montoya to Viliami kick out. And the set. Harvey Norman replay. What's this? Spin, offload, one motion. That's brilliant by Montoya. And kick out, he scores the try.
Marnie goes back together, but he's set upon by Munster straight away. Now Stephen Crichton out to Tracy. Karaz is going to get it, and the comeback could be on the cards.
Yeah, Stephen Crichton gone for the right centre in attacking positions, playing fullback. Just watch the double pump here. We'll go into the line nice and straight. Harvey Norman replay. Watch the double pump and watch what it does to Marion Sevo. He has to bite in with a double pump, and then they go over in the corner. Karaz, we've got a finish coming up.
Well, that's brilliant ball playing from a guy that's playing in the centres.
A dynamic runner of the football. Galvin short pass. Curran punches through. Laurie made the tackle, but he still offloads. Galvin dashes away to score. That's a moment. Lachlan Galvin with a try in Canterbury colours.
Well, it was coming, wasn't it? Finally, they found the right hole to punch through. It was a lovely line run by Josh Curran. He's done that, a couple of that already tonight. Harvey Norman replay. Just watch his timing of punching into this hole. Just beautiful. Through the dummy, probably should have hit Galvin straight up. But he was good enough to finish off a strong try there, the young half.
Canterbury building nicely. Kurtman inside the 20. Fires it away. Ball hits the ground. A couple of bounces. Crichton with the collect. He runs down the sideline. He gets it back to Tracy. Tracy to Jacob Preston, and it's a try to Canterbury.
He's always in and around the ball, Jacob Preston. But nice play. Started with an offload in the middle of the field. And they moved the ball left to Bronson Sherry. Harvey Norman replay. Then they open the field. No settlers. They move it straight back the other side. Ball hits the ground, but Stephen Crichton, the class of Crichton here. And it just had to come. Finds a pass on the inside. And Preston, he goes over.
Tackled by Eisenhuth that time. Hayward sends it right. Galvin, lovely ball again. Gee, that's a beautiful pass. And a second try for Jacob Preston.
He's the go-to man on that right side. I love this line with their back rowers. So Tupanua on the left side. They change angles. The ball's in the air. Harvey Norman replay. He looked to go on the inside of Cole and then changed his line, gets on the outside as the ball's in the air. Jeez, he's close to rep football, Jacob Preston. He is a gun.
And King running directly towards the post. 12 metres away from the Panthers line now. 3 tries already for Canterbury. Burton, he's left Snyder on the deck, and he scores a try against his old club.
Well, they just had him on the back foot, didn't they? Matty Burton, he sensed that. He got the ball. Got over the advantage line very quickly and put him under pressure. By the time they turned around or got back with the referee, Harvey Norman replay. You see here, here's the line break by Tupanua. Just hit that hole beautifully, as he's done a couple of times already tonight. And they go downfield with Connor Tracy. But you just see here, Matty Burton, this right edge defence, they'd only just got back. And it was Jack Cole. He was worried about the outside. He was worried about the pass threat from Burton. You watch him here, number 6. Just watch him turn his eyes out, just ever so slightly. Matty Burton, he's a strong player.
Set up pretty much in centre field inside the 30. Galvin. Pass to Preston. He's nearly unstoppable tonight, Jacob Preston, making 3 tries to the back rower.
Oh, he's a player. There was nothing happening here, nothing at all. Lockie Galvin changed the point of attack, and then it's all Jacob Preston. Have a look at the power of the footwork. Harvey Norman replay. Watch when he gets through. Watch this. Watch the left foot step here. Gets to the fullback. Left foot step. Leaves him on the ground. What a player.
Well, he's had to evade 5 defenders there. He beats the initial frontline defence. There's 1, there's 2. Gets through Sony Luke. Goes downfield, and that's a fair effort to go past Dane Laurie.
It ends up with the Bulldogs, and Chihuahua's away. He's over the 30. Chihuahua's over halfway. No one's making up enough ground. And Nari Chihuahua against the runner play. He's got 90. Look at the Bulldogs flags. Canterbury on the ball.
Boy, there was a genuine try saver there on Hamlin Weller. Close to the line, great leg speed, punched into the hole. And then Hines going to the air across field. We'll need to inspect that, make sure it hasn't gone forward. But the pace of Chihuahua's caught me by surprise. Atkinson, Iro chasing. This was the short ball from Hazelden Uelick. Great tackle there from Curran and Marnie. Burton there to...
And now combining with Galvin potentially. Oh, he's there for the offload. And how did that go? The referee says we'll check it out via the bunker. Toby Sexton, is it off his legs? No, they're going to set it up as a no try.
Okay, Ash.
Well, we saw.
I reckon
it hit his legs. We saw one last week with Reece Walsh.
And also his arm. We've got a no try.
This is play on.
Ball comes off the knee of Toby Sexton. There's no hand or arm involved. It's play on at this stage.
It's his first touch.
Yeah, it's the first touch.
He takes possession cleanly now.
Galvin, through the hands they go. Chance, Carraz, and the Bulldogs lead the final for the first time.
Great set of footy by the Bulldogs. Well-constructed set two. They played short on multiple tackles. And what that does is it chews up defenders. It tightens up the defensive line. Harvey Norman replay. This is Toby Sexton off the scrum. Went through, took a great legs tackle there by McDonald. But from there, multiple tackles, played short. Now look how tight the defence is from the Melbourne Storm. Carraz unmarked on the outside. Great option to run on the last tackle.
Oh, Howarth had to jam there. You cannot be passive on your own try line. He had to jam. He had to go all in.
He's limping his way into position as well. Already without Crichton due to a lower leg injury. But back to the left for kick-out. Burton. Burton is through! Burton for the Bulldogs! And they lead again!
Well, that's incredible. There really didn't look like there was much on. They just shift the ball out to the left. Matt Burton gets the ball and just takes on a defensive line and just strolls through. Harvey Norman replay. They come from the extreme far right.
That's a nice little ball by Galvin. He sends Jacob Preston into the open. Galvin's there in support. Galvin started it. Galvin's finished it. What a hit back by the Dogs from their own side of halfway.
Yeah, that's where you got to attack, around your own halfway line. Galvin doubles up on his pass, plays short, then doubles up. And Jacob Preston, he runs a great line on the outside. Connor Tracy sweeping around the back. Casey McLean's got eyes for him. This will show it. Harvey Norman replay. Look at that. Oh, that's great camera work. Galvin, pass and follow. He shows some speed here, Bill.
Yeah, now Harry Hayes, good footwork. Beat Liam Martin, crosses the 20-metre line. Here's Preston. He goes crashing through the defence, and he has 5 tries now in his last 3 games against the Panthers. Luke Garner's been stung by that and stayed on the ground, by the way.
Yeah, he's got rep footy written all over him. This young back rower, Jacob Preston. Harvey Norman replay. Watch this strong line. Gets the ball, charges in between a couple of defenders. We've seen him do it all year. Yeah, he's origin bound.
Haywood spears a pass. Galvin to Tracy and Bronson Sherry again through that left side Penrith defence.
There's been some joy in and around that inexperienced left side of Casey McLean and Blaze Talangi. Bronson Sherry hasn't had much ball. Harvey Norman replay. Dig into the line here, look in, play out. And nice setup, nice play by the Dogs.
There you see Casey McLean, he's not quite 100%. He didn't come up with the rest of the line.
Terrible ball. Preston picks it up and kicks in one motion, bounces off a Panther, 6 more tackles. Oh, he got back there to intervene, but it doesn't stop the try. Carraz goes over.
Well, he hasn't stopped trying, Lachlan Galvin. And Jacob Carraz, he picks up the try. They run the ball on the last tackle. And Lachlan Galvin, he picks up a loose ball. Harvey Norman replay. And he gets a touch to it. And he can't handle it. And Jacob Carraz, he picks up the ball.